Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's 9 o'clock, September 22nd, 2020, and we're looking at the wider view here. You'll see here is Teddy. Teddy is now post-tropical, and you can see it's post-tropical. When you look at its characteristics, it's got more of an extratropical cyclone look to it, not so much a tropical cyclone look anymore, although this is kind of hybrid, kind of a hybrid storm. And then you look over here, over Texas, that's Beta, Tropical Depression Beta, bringing a lot of rain, unfortunately, a lot of flooding in Houston and Texas. And then the smoke. Here's the smoke as well that you see here. That is sinking back down into our area again. We had a little break from the smoke in the afternoon and over a certain part of the area, not the entire area. I'm going to explain that to you also in this weather update as well. So first we're going to go to the tropics and look at the latest on post-tropical cyclone Teddy. So Teddy is now a post-tropical cyclone. So latest public advisory is heading toward Nova Scotia. Destructive waves, heavy rain, and strong winds are expected for portions of Nova Scotia tonight through Wednesday. So as of 8 p.m., its location is 41.9 north, 64.2 west, about 190 miles south of Halifax, Nova Scotia, or about 465 miles south-southwest of Port or Basque, Newfoundland. Maximum sustained winds are 85 miles an hour. It's moving north at 18 miles an hour. And its minimum central pressure is 995 millibars, or 28.20 inches. And it's a very large storm, so this is a very large storm, and it says right here, it's an extremely large post-tropical cyclone. So the hurricane force winds extend outward up to 125 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 540 miles from the center. Buoy 44150, located about 60 miles north of the center, recently reported a significant wave height of 36 feet. All right, so let's go look at some of the observations here. I forgot to actually put this up, set this up. So we're going to look at this. I'm not going to look at Beta because Beta is just a depression. We do have Paulette out there too. I guess I'll have to go back to the NHC site in a minute, but we'll take one storm at a time. You can see all the high surf advisories in effect for our area. That will be in effect. And these waves, they're going to be up through tomorrow, I think. Then once Thursday comes, things should hopefully calm down a little bit. So let's put the observations up here because this is what we want to see here. And we'll also look at the satellite too from it as well. So winds, it was a little breezy today, not too bad, not too windy. But as you head toward New England, the winds are worse. So here's a gust of 42 at this buoy right here. And then as we go further out, you see the winds are already picking up in Nova Scotia and Maine too. It looks like one of the Mount Desert has a gust up to 57 miles an hour. Mount Desert Island, that's where Arcadia National Park is. And here you got wind gusts up at this buoy here, 56 miles an hour, and sustained winds in the 40s. This buoy here has a wind gust up to near 49. So this is extremely strong, but it's not just the wind gust, it's the waves. So let's look at some of the waves being reported at some of these buoys, which, boy, I didn't mean to click away there. And it's stuck. It's not loading. Come on. See the spinning circle? It's just stuck. It's not loading. What's going on? What is going on? Why don't I have any information? Yeah, finally. It's ridiculous. So let's look at some of these wave. All right, so we're going to first look at the wave heights at this buoy here. And here, this buoy is a 21.7 foot wave height there, so that's pretty impressive. As we go closer to the storm, you see, look at that wave height, 35.8 feet at that buoy. This buoy here has a wave height of 35.4 feet. This buoy has a wave height of, that's right, Sable Island is not a buoy. This buoy has a wave height of 27.9 feet, so very strong, and the waves are going to get worse. They're going to get worse. And you can see already you got that strong east wind there, east at 24, gusting to 32. We're going to have to look at that. Now, Power Outage US doesn't cover Nova Scotia, so I guess I'll have to look at that. on another. Let's go back over here, and again, it's just taking a while to load. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. Come on. I want to look at some of the buoys here. So here we got 7.2 feet waves. That's not too bad. This buoy out in the ocean is 11.2 feet. This buoy here has 10.2 feet. So it's worse probably toward the east end and in New England. Further south and west you go, the better it is as far as that goes. Okay. So before we do that, we're going to look at some. Well, we don't have to look at the satellite image, the close-up satellite. You already kind of saw it there. We will look at this. This is they call this the remnants of Teddy. You can see there's not really a whole lot, so I don't want to really pull it up because I mean there's some convection in the center there going on, but it's more of an extratropical cyclone. When we look at it, we'll go ahead and we'll change this to the northern Atlantic so you can get a better view of Teddy. So this is the. Let me get this up to the 60 so you can see the daytime. So look at that. You can see the smoke, and there it is. So you can see the smoke, and it just has a real classic Kama look, which is more of an extratropical type of system versus a tropical when you have that look. All right. So let me go to the NHC again. I want to look at Paulette here. So maximum sustained winds 40 miles an hour. It's going to weaken. It's not going to be much of anything, so I'm not even going to go over that. The main thing now we're going to be looking at is Teddy. All right. So we'll look at the models here, and we'll focus on Teddy. And that's going to be our focus here in this. So let me get the Canadian area up here. I gotta look for it again. It's always hidden. Canada. What's the Canada one? Eastern Canada. Where is it? Oh, where is it? I can't find it. I feel like an idiot. Where is it? There it is. Southeast Canada. I'm sorry. It's hidden in there, and it's like I'm looking for something, and sometimes that happens. It happens to me a lot. So this is the GFS, and here's Teddy. So you'll see here Teddy. The track looks like it goes to. Luckily, the center of it doesn't go over Halifax, but especially to the. There's going to be a lot of rain there for sure, and strong winds, regardless. But the waves too are going to be really up there, and there could be some coastal flooding. So. It looks like it makes the landfall tomorrow morning, and then it moves through, and then it's out of there by tomorrow night. So it's going to be a quick mover. It's moving very fast, and it's going to go all the way up, all the way up into Greenland. So I would have to go to a wider view for that. So let's look at the winds now on this. Get an idea where the high winds are. So here you go. Those winds are pretty strong. But the worst of the wind still looks like it avoids land, and it's mainly over the water, according to the GFS anyway. And then it goes up north there like that. So it's pretty interesting to see. And also, let's look at the temperatures as well, because it probably is going to pull up some warm air. Yeah, you can see it's pulling up some warm air. So the temperatures over there are going to rise. 70s probably, even up north over here. The other thing is the dew points probably will also rise. So if we look at the dew points, you'll see. Oh, this doesn't do dew points? It doesn't have dew points in that plot. That's interesting. Okay. Well, let me go back to the precipitation plot. Let's see. Let's look at the NAM. 3 kilometer. Oh, it doesn't offer it. Yeah, so it's just the GFS that offers it, I guess. Well, maybe the NAM 12 kilometer does. Let's see. I don't want to waste my time too much with this. Yeah, Southeast Canada. Here we go. Okay, so we do have the 12 kilometer NAM. Track's pretty much the same. There's an agreement as to where this is going to move, and it's just going to get flung up, basically, and flung up through here. Here. Now, if we look at the total amount of rain, total accumulated precip, yeah, they're going to get a lot of rain. They're going to get a lot of rain in parts of the earth. So it's going to be a lot of rain. Probably not flash flooding. There may be a little flash flooding from the rain, but it's moving, so it's not going to be like the situation they have with Beta as far as that goes. So it's going to be rough tomorrow in Nova Scotia, that's for sure. That's a shame I can't get the dew points because I was kind of curious about that. But you know what we can do? I'll go to the GFS. There's the GFS, by the way. We can change the region to North America. Okay, so we'll change the region to North America because I want to see. Oh, that's dang, I can't find the dew points. Doesn't offer that on there either. So they take the 2 points away? I can't seem to find it. CONUS. Yeah, the dew point's on here. All right, well, you can sort of see a little bit. So there's Teddy. Yeah, see, it's too far. I need to go further east to get that. Can't believe they don't have that on there. All right, well, we'll just look at the northeast now. Again, it doesn't want to load. It's not my computer because my computer is running just fine. It's the internet. It's just been slow. Okay, so let's look at our weather. So tomorrow it's going to be warmer. We're going to have highs up into the mid-70s. Actually, no, that was today. No, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm sorry. I'm just mixed up. So we're going to get mid to upper 70s tomorrow. And then for Thursday, same deal, upper 70s. And possibly 80 on Friday, even warmer. So it's going to be above normal, unfortunately. Weekends, mid 70s, and then it could be another warm one on Sunday. It could be low 80s. So yeah, we see that ridge setting up, and that's going to bring us above normal weather. But then it'll cool off after that a little bit. All right. But the main thing is we got to all this follow the tropics situation. So I'm going to look at some other sites to look at Teddy here. So we'll look at the dew points in our area. Because they will be coming up a little bit. Tomorrow we'll have dew points probably in the low 50s. But still, it won't get that humid until maybe Saturday. And Sunday could be a little humid, mid-60s. And we'll be dealing with that humidity until we get a front through, again, as the month ends. So, and as far as rain goes, chances of precipitation are very few and far in between here. More or less nothing. Maybe as we get into the weekend, maybe Sunday is a slight chance for shower, and Monday, maybe ahead of that cold front, would be our best chance for rain. So maybe Tuesday with that cold front. But I'm going to go all the way through Wednesday, and we're going to look and see how much rain it's giving us here. Total accumulated precip. It's not a whole lot. If you can scrounge an inch, you'll be lucky. So it stays kind of dry. Seems to be, at least according to the GFS, it stays kind of dry. So let's go to the sky cover, and we'll look at the clouds. Of course, this doesn't factor in the smoke, of course. So probably be dealing tomorrow. We'll probably have plenty of sunshine, but we may be dealing with the smoke. Thursday we'll see more cloudiness. Friday maybe a little more sun. The weekend right now some cloudiness around. Obviously it's a warm air mass. And then plenty of clouds, and then a chance for showers Tuesday. And then Wednesday, hopefully we can get out of it, though. This front, oh, look at that. See, it hangs the front up there. But this is a ways in the future, so I've got to focus on Teddy right now. So let me go to that, and we'll go to windy.com here. We'll use windy.com, so we'll look at this. So this is the European model, so this is what I want to use, all right? So right now, according to this, it has the winds around the center around 50 miles an hour, 61 miles an hour. And as we advance this into tomorrow morning, 8 in the morning, you will see, again, inland the winds aren't too bad. It's mostly along the coast. The Euro seems to take it more east of Halifax. That's good. But on the right side of the storm is where you're going to have the winds, and that's where you're going to have some really bad storm surge over there in that area. And if there are any low-lying areas there along the coast, they're going to be flooded very badly. And then it goes inland Wednesday, and it kind of falls apart. It's not that strong anymore. Though there's still some areas of gusty winds. And by Thursday, it's way up. It's way up here, and it's merged into the trough over there, basically. So let's go back over here and we'll look at the wind gusts. And these are the wind gusts here. So still got gusts possibly close to 100 miles an hour over the water. As you move this to 8, and as you move this to 8, you'll see again, worst of the wind seems to be toward the water. Inland, could have wind gusts around 50 miles an hour. On the right side of the storm, wind gusts still 50 miles an hour. So again, the winds shouldn't be well. Some parts of the area, like I said, along the coast could get very high winds. But like I said, it's interacting with cooler water, and it's going to weaken as it moves in. The big issue is the waves, I think. So if we look at the waves here, you'll see here that in that center area where there could be 42-foot waves along the coasts, 24-foot waves along the coast there in Nova Scotia. For us, we're dealing with, that's about right, 12-foot waves. As we move into tomorrow, our waves do come down. It looks like we do get relief, so they'll probably be able to drop the high surf by tomorrow as this makes landfall. But for Nova Scotia, they're going to be dealing with 19-foot waves along the coast there, and some areas could be dealing with 31-foot waves, where that white area is right there. So let me see if we can get to 8 a.m. here. So some really bad waves over here. 31-foot. There's going to be terrible coastal flooding in this area. If there's low-lying areas, I'm not so that familiar with Nova Scotia. I think it's kind of hilly, so I think they have like a big cliffs. If they have cliffs, there could be, collapses and erosion there. But if they have cliffs, it would block a storm surge. But if it's a low-lying area that has a gentle beach, then it's going to be flooded very badly, and this could be very bad for them. It really is going to be a bad situation for Nova Scotia, and I'll keep you posted on it for sure. But what's interesting is how far north this storm gets. So the other thing I want to look at here is the temperature. So let's go to the temperature here. So you can see where the warm air is being surged up. You can see you're going to have warm air that's actually going to be. This may transport a lot of warm air into the Arctic, which could be a problem for the ice. Doesn't look like too much warm air gets up there. I'd have to pull out a little more. But it could still wind up, you can still see the circulation there. And it could that circulation could wind up going over Greenland. And that's going to be bad for Greenland. I mean, the temperature is here in Greenland. That says 35. The other issue is dew points, so it's going to bring up a lot of humidity. That'll really, the dew points, you can really see the humidity coming up. So Nova Scotia is going to have dew points in the 60s, which is kind of humid for them. Look at that. So Canadian this island here, dew points at the that's humid, very humid for them. This is definitely going to bring a lot of humidity up. And it gets pretty far north. Let's say, move this into Friday, show you how far north it gets. And then that whole wave of humidity actually winds up getting pushed toward Europe from the storm. So it's kind of interesting to look at. Another thing is the smoke. So let's go look at that. earthnullschool.net. We'll look at the smoke because we're dealing with some of the smoke now. And I haven't forgotten to look at the MODIS satellite, so I gotta look at that too. So let's go to the smoke. Articles. So here's the smoke here. It's not quite as dense as it was, so let's just track it and see. There was a little hole. The smoke will be back, I think, tomorrow in a big way, I think. Not as, probably still not as bad as it was before, but we're going to be dealing with the smoke for, yeah, I see it. We're going to be dealing with it for a couple of days. Yep. And the smoke has traveled all the way to Europe, too. So let me go to the MODIS now. High-resolution satellite. Before I do that, I just want to go over the current conditions. Now, we were a little warmer today. We got up into the around low 70s. So Farmingdale, let's see what Farmingdale got up to. 61 right now. So dew point 72. I meant the high was 72 at Farmingdale. Let's see what it was at Islip. And there's a red flag warning in effect too for, I think I spoke about that in the other update for New England. I'm surprised that we were not included in that. So 59 at Islip. Let's see what they got up to. 70. So they got up to 70. And we'll look at New Jersey. So, because it's always warmer in Jersey. Let's see what they got up to. 72. Okay, because it was a fairly strong northwesterly flow. So, and we're gonna still have that westerly flow tomorrow. I think. I'm not sure if there's gonna be even be a sea breeze tomorrow developing. I will look at the Ventus sky for a minute. We can see if this will show a sea breeze or not. I don't think so, but tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock. Let's see. Yeah, it's mostly a west wind. There might be a weak sea breeze. There might be a weak sea breeze that'll try to develop. I'm thinking more on Thursday, probably. We'd see more of a sea breeze, maybe. No? Yeah, more on Thursday we'll see more of a sea breeze. Okay, MODIS satellite time. Get all these up here. Okay, so here's Teddy. And again, just look at the swirl that is right there. That's impressive. So you can see here the smoke all around it. So I'll show you what happened today. Actually, these were all taken at different times. So what wound up happening, let's see if I can find the one that shows up the smoke. You can see this, there was a clear area. So it was clear. The smoke was over New York City, going down along the eastern parts of the Jersey Shore. And there was a break in the western part of Long Island here in the smoke. And it was actually a nice day, and I was in the Pines again today in Deer Park, obviously, because the eastern part of Suffolk was dealing with the high cloudiness from Teddy. So there was a little break there, and that is why you saw some blue skies if you were in the right spot today. But here's that. There's like a band of smoke that went over New York City. Tom's River is somewhere over here. So if you were further west in Jersey, you probably had clear skies. And over the city, and then over Nassau County and western Suffolk, you had clear skies. So it's pretty interesting to see that, actually. And then more smoke off to the west. But what's interesting is all the smoke that got brought up, that's going to get brought along to Europe so the smoke is already over Europe. So look at that. There's smoke over, it looks like you can see the smoke over London there. So the smoke has traveled literally all around. I think this might be from it too. It's literally gone all around the whole planet. All right, so that's insane right there. That's crazy. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Again, this is Beta here. Looking out west, the good news is there isn't as much smoke being generated. A lot of they've been getting some rain in the Pacific Northwest, so it's helping put those fires out. But unfortunately, you can see here on this that their fires are still going in California. So this is still going to be an issue. Unfortunately, you can still see fires going here all over California. Some here, and some here. And they need more rain out there to put these out. They're going to keep bringing hazy skies, especially for Arizona and the west. You're not going to get nice blue skies at all. So there you go. That is Teddy over there, and it wraps up this weather update. So I'll try to keep maybe having another update earlier in the day tomorrow, or maybe tonight sometime. In regards to Teddy, we'll see how things go in Nova Scotia. But I'll keep you posted on Teddy. Fortunately, not coming here, but Nova Scotia. I wouldn't want to be there right now because it's not going to be fun. Anyway, take care, and thank you for watching.